I think the idea was that I use my rifle, which I'm obviously not doing. I wonder what I was thinking at that moment in time. And like when I did that, because like the only guys around are actually allies, so that wasn't the smartest move. You guys feel free to critique my gameplay because I know I'm like nowhere near professional. I just play for a hobby. Perhaps so narrow-sided. Oh, enough. Alright, where's the last guy? Got him. Oh, not the last guy. Yeah, company behind the boxes. Hey! I do like how in later Call of Duty games you actually have a knife. I mean, I personally just think that's a little cooler than whack, hitting him with a gun, but then again, that might be a more realistic. What, explosives? No manual detonation? Oh crap, run! No, it's actually not too big a deal because, I mean, if you think about it, it's not like the signal can get jammed. Yes, I love his model. Absolutely love his model. Oh yeah, this is the next mission. So let's see. We're still in Stalingrad. And I'm once again just a private. Not too long ago I was training with potatoes, not real grenades. And the Germans conveniently are playing the message in English so that every Soviet can understand. Hint, hint. That was a joke. I can shoot through wood this time. I like that. Alright, so basically what happened off in this level, as you can probably all tell by now, we started off in a building, we're just trying to fight our way out. For now, I don't actually remember the mission objectives, but I mean, if there's enemies nearby and your AIs haven't left you, chances are you're going the right way. Yeah, so I highly recommend not storming across right now, just because they do kind of outnumber you. Or they did at the beginning at least, I'm not sure if they still do. I want to say we might be even now, about 4v4 or something like that. I think that was the last guy. Nope, obviously not. Yep, on the barrier. Because you would not have been shot at that distance. Oh, definitely not. So, what? Oh, the wall exploded. That was convenient. The Germans are trying very hard to convince us that they have nothing against us, but I don't know. That tends to not be what you see in combat. Oh, good. Thought he was an enemy, but he's actually on our side. Oh, and you see we are going to have to deal with armor now. 6, 7, 8. Not very reassuring. No, submachine gunner's probably dead. Sadly. Well, it is World War II, especially on the Russian front. There's a lot of casualties in this area. That was not part of the game. That crash you just heard. There was something falling off my desk. We're good. Alright. So, we have to hold the line. This sounds spectacular. If I recall, this might actually be the first part where I die. As embarrassed as I am to say that. No, I am nowhere near your professional. You will see that I do fail in several areas, and that might demonstrate the learning curve of some casual gamers like myself. Sometimes it's a spectacular curve, sometimes it's not a curve whatsoever, and it just kind of stays flat. You'll see that happen in probably, I'm not sure if it's later parts of this game, but I know other games you'll definitely see that. To be like, why am I sitting in a trench with just my handheld machine gun and no turret? I'm not recognizing that there's people right behind me. Oh my gosh! Don't have enough shots in a clip. Yeah, the Germans in this game are terrible shots. I would like to point that out. Like, sadly terrible shots. And now randomly we get a lot of Russian reinforcements. Or, why am I sitting here? Yeah, fine, move. Hold out. Yeah, now we're just taking turns charging. Kind of like trench warfare, except we're in a city. That's another tactic that I tend to use whenever I'm like totally lost. Well, not really lost, but like I feel like it might be really dangerous to go in a certain area. Or the enemies are like all clumped together. I'll just unleash like all the frag grenades I have on me. And hopefully that actually does something. Empty out the clip! Hey, I found 3 more grenades. Let's see when I decide to throw them. It would be me to throw them all at this point, just in that general direction. Yep. 1, 2, aw. Told you, you'd fail. Ha! Different strategy. Early release of grenades. So, just random strategy. I don't know how many people actually use this, but I mean, yes, it's counterproductive to use your grenades, but I do this occasionally. What I'll do is, like, I'll throw a couple grenades so the enemies all start fleeing, and that's when you start shooting at them, because they're not shooting back at you. And this right here is totally not realistic, because that guy definitely would have shot me by now. Nope, friendly. Rifle, close range, spectacular idea. I highly recommend not doing that in real life.